Over the past couple of years, there has been speculation on digital currency in Grand Theft Auto 6. It was a widely discussed topic from 2023 to 2024, mainly due to the fad of unregulated crypto trading on private exchange markets. Many people, including myself, were scoping out the markets like bloodhounds, waiting for Rockstar Games to release their own coin. But over these past few years, I've kind of realized that this wouldn't be a benefit for Rockstar or the core audience to create a currency. Even in-game tokens similar to Robux, V-Bucks, or even the shark cards used in GTA 5 might not sustain the game in the long-term success because times have changed since 2013. The marketplace and selling point would have to be something far greater than the community would even expect, and also something that would bring even more hype to the game than there already is. Now, I know what you might be thinking, a skin market for Grand Theft Auto 6, just like Counter-Strike, Rust, and many more games that solely rely on skin gambling and case openings to keep their game thriving. The same games where you have to sell a kidney just to afford a dragon on a gun? Yes, well, kind of. But Rockstar would have to do this in a completely different aspect to suit their audience, and completely eliminate the gambling aspect. If you've never experienced the hell of opening cases in Counter-Strike or any form of skin gambling, let me give you some context without you experiencing it yourself. In Counter-Strike, you can buy or get dropped a case from the weekly pool. There's also the armory and trade-ups to go over, but I'm just making it simple. CS gambling for dummies. Patent pending. A good example is me opening a $2,000 case to get the 1 in 3,906 chance of opening a $30,000 souvenir op dragon lore, which grants no competitive advantage. Also, yes, this is real money, and yes, this was supposed to go toward my college fund, which my mom was not too happy about. It's stupid, right? Well, again, reiterating back, if Rockstar decided to completely take out the gambling option and create it into something a little more restricted, it would help to thrive their game for the next 20 years, which ultimately can't be based on hype alone or Grand Theft Auto Online, and also Grand Theft Auto RP, which we'll talk about in a separate video. Now, how exactly can Rockstar Games create a marketplace system that would fit both console and PC players, as well as the quote-unquote investing in casual audience? Because as we just saw from Counter-Strike, having an unregulated market system that is controlled mainly by billionaire Chinese holders, as well as the somewhat legal gambling, leads to absurd prices that do not allow the average player to purchase items. First, let's go over the basic foundation of the marketplace, software, and how console players would be able to purchase these items as easy as PC players, since accessing the browser is a little bit annoying on console. The best way possible would be to add a marketplace app integrated into the phone in GTA 6, adding multiple verification steps to buy and sell items in the off chance your account gets compromised. Also making that software cookie cutter into an iPhone and Android app, which creates easy access for everybody. A great marketplace to use the structure of, not sponsored by the way, is CS Float. CS Float is not owned by Counter-Strike, but it allows for peer-to-peer trading in exchange for CS Float balance, which you can withdraw for real-life money. This would also help combat underage trading and establish legality, since in order to trade items in CS Float, you have to set up a tax profile for your account. This would also help fight off skin whales from creating multiple accounts, because there is a 100% chance that if there weren't limitations on skins, then a handful of individuals would be controlling the market instead of Rockstar. Adding to that, let's say we have the highest rarity item possible, which we will also get into rarity later. You should only be able to own, for example, one top tier diamond glove. You shouldn't be able to own multiple at once. However, for the lower tier items, you should be able to own multiple. Let's now go over the most essential part of this video and the biggest piece to tie the market together, which is how the items will be valued and obtained. Because if Rockstar simply creates a store where you can buy just a diamond glove for 20 bucks, then none of these items would actually mean anything. Everybody would own the exact same glove within a week, and the marketplace will become completely pointless. The items would need to enter the market naturally through gameplay. The simplest way to accomplish this would be through mission-specific drop pools. Every major activity in GTA 6 Online could have its own category of cosmetic rewards. Heists could drop gloves, masks, duffel bags, and weapon finishes. Street racing missions could drop vehicle wraps, racing jackets, helmets, and limited edition car cosmetics. items. Nightclub missions could drop chains, watches, designer clothing, and penthouse decorations. Instead of opening a case with real money, you would earn one item after successfully completing a mission. The better and more difficult the mission, the stronger the potential drop pool becomes. For example, imagine Rockstar adds a high-level jewelry store heist, similar to the story mission in Grand Theft Auto 5. Once the mission is completed, you could receive a certain tier item, 60% being a common item, 20% being uncommon, 10% being rare, 5% being epic, 4.5% being legendary, and 0.5% being mythic. These items would not make your character stronger. However, it would be a status symbol amongst other players whenever you go into a game. You could also purchase it from the public market if you wanted to, instead of just grinding out the missions. The biggest question you might be asking is, how would this be profitable for Rockstar Games? How would they make money in the long run based on this method? And the answer is pretty simple. Add a small seller's fee every time an item is sold, similar to the Steam market, where Valve takes a percentage of each sale. The only problem with the Steam market is that you can't withdraw for real life cash. So this next edition is something that y'all will have to answer in the comments. Honestly, I don't want to say one thing just in case Rockstar watches this video, because this could be very controversial for the market. So make sure to comment down below your thoughts on this. The name of the game is Grand Theft Auto, so what if you could steal other players' valuable items from their vaults? According to the rarity, you would have to build a specific team to steal a certain valuable item. Let's just say a common item you could steal solo, and a mythic item you would need at least 15 people. Also, the player who had his item stolen has the chance to steal it back. And if they do, their item receives a cooldown for a certain number of days or months. And also gives more monetary value to the item, because if it's stolen a lot, that means it's a high demand item, which just naturally drives up prices. So there's actually a legitimate reason to hold items in your vault instead of cashing out, because your item could go up 15 to 20% if it's stolen, and if you steal it back, you've just had a big payday. Honestly, I don't want to give any further ideas just in case there are hard mixed opinions, but let me know down in the comments below what you think, because this edition could completely change Grand Theft Auto Online and the entire marketplace with this one edition. Let's go back to discussing skin trading and how Rockstar can minimize gambling websites. Rockstar cannot literally stop every sketchy website from appearing online. However, they could design a marketplace so that external gambling sites have nothing useful to work with. The key difference is that players could sell items through Rockstar's marketplace without being able to freely send items to another account. Yes, it might be a bit annoying not being able to trade with friends, but unregulated gambling can get Rockstar in serious legal trouble if they do not stay on top of it. Having items in Rockstar's control can be a major benefit, however, it can also be a huge detriment, because one update can lead to a market crash in a matter of minutes. For example, in Counter-Strike, you were only able to open knives and gloves, otherwise known as covert items. One random day after 12 years, they decided to make it so you can trade up 5 red items from that collection to get a 100% chance at receiving a covert item. Believe it or not, over $1 billion was wiped from the Counter-Strike market, and high-tier items lost 50% of their value in a matter of minutes. I believe the reasoning for this was to create items more affordable for players. However, there is a way that Rockstar could eliminate having to do these updates to make items more affordable. The best option, in my opinion, is to make what catches your eye first on a character, which is clothing. Make this completely free and only obtainable through the money you make in GTA 6 Online. Then make only jewelry and mist cosmetics have their own market based on the information I gave in this video. This would make it so you can choose to go the path of putting real money in Grand Theft Auto 6 and having actual capital in the game, or just playing for free and buying clothing, cars, properties, etc. from using money in GTA Online. Now, while I would want to go into the topic of real estate in Grand Theft Auto, I just don't think it would be feasible, mostly because the map would have to be so extraordinarily massive, and with the hundreds of millions of people that will be playing Grand Theft Auto, I highly doubt that real estate will really make sense in the game. I know other content creators like FaZe Banks brought up this idea, but let's be realistic here. Real estate just doesn't make sense in GTA 6, and not everything in the game should be based on a marketplace. Overall, I would like to see a market in Grand Theft Auto 6, and while the information I've given might interest a lot of people and create the most amount of millionaires that we've seen from a single game alone, there is still a high possibility that Rockstar won't add this. But let me know down in the comments below your thoughts. Do you believe that a market in Grand Theft Auto 6 makes sense, or is it something that really just wouldn't suit the game? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more GTA 6 news and commentary. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.
Broken like a motherfucker, high than a motherfucker, bitch, please stop the play. Said Charlotte, what the boys did to the mother boys, we can't hear a word you say. We don't know your name, can't hang with the gang crowd, jumping when the bass get banging. All I need's dope, so I gotta get paid. Never see me on the stage, just some money is a rain. My head's in 80, my T240.